Hi, today I'd like to discuss authorized and warranty service facilities versus independent service facilities with a focus on the metrics that are used to judge whether or not an authorized service facility is providing proper service. I believe that independent repair centers always offer better service than an authorized service center because of the metrics that are put in place by the manufacturer to judge the authorized facility. A lot of the metrics that are used to judge whether or not a warranty service facility is doing a good job are meant to benefit the manufacturer, to keep money in the pocket of the manufacturer, and they are not based on providing a good customer experience. The metrics that independent repair shop owners are looking for, the metrics by which we are judged, are the customer experience, which is why I believe we're able to offer better service. So I'm going to go over a few metrics that apply across a broad variety of manufacturers, and I'm going to focus a little bit on Lenovo because I've read up on theirs. Let's start with some of the metrics that are used to judge whether or not you're doing a good job as a Lenovo authorized repair facility, and let's discuss how they affect how I, if I were an authorized repair facility, would treat you. One of the first metrics that is used is called first time fix. This means that within 30 days of having your problem repaired, that no other problem comes back. So let's say that your hard drive goes out. Nothing that you did, nothing that Lenovo did. It just so happened that your machine came with a faulty drive that just so happened to die 2 months after you bought the computer. You bring it in and we replace it under warranty. Now, let's say that 15 days later, your screen starts flickering. Now, that means that I no longer can consider you a first-time fix because within 30 days of your first warranty repair, you have come back. Now, you didn't come back because of improper work I did. I cannot stop your screen from working by replacing your hard drive unless I'm fixing your computer with a hammer while on crack, but for some reason, this now counts against me. You need something like a 65 or 75 or 85, whatever it is, some high percentage first time fix metric. And you now count against me. I need another at least 8 or 10 computers to come in where we fix it and they don't come back for 30 days to make up for you. So what am I going to do so that I can maintain my status as an authorized repair center? Am I going to say, oh, it looks like your screen just malfunctioned, let me replace it under warranty? Or am I going to be motivated by this metric to come up with some asinine excuse as to why it's not covered under warranty? Am I going to look at the laptop and look at the bottom of it and say, oh, look, there's a little scratch right over here, when that scratch may very well have been caused by your keys when you had it on your lap and the key was like scratching the bottom of it through your pocket. This has nothing to do with the fact that your screen is malfunctioning. But what I'm going to do as a warranty service facility that wants to get out of servicing you so that I can get around this performance metric is say, that's physical damage, you probably damaged it, not covered under warranty. See, what this does is this saves the manufacturer from having to spend money. This metric is put in place to motivate repair facilities to come up with random lame excuses to not cover you under warranty. How many people here watching this video have had an A1226 or an A1260 model MacBook Pro with the NVIDIA GPU defect when it's very clear it is defective? When you bring it into Apple and they see these little scratches in the case and they go physical damage, not fixing it. Do you know why that happens? Because of this metric. It motivates facilities to come up with excuses to not fix your problem. Let's focus on the second metric now. The second metric is how many parts did you use within this time period to fix a computer? Now, I believe in repairing a problem by replacing whatever it is that you need replaced. So if you have a 3-part problem, I will replace 3 parts in your computer. If you have a 1-part problem, I'll replace 1 part in your computer. So if you come in and let's say your keyboard is not working, I will replace your keyboard. Now let's say you come in 20 days later and your machine is going click, 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 click again. That's your hard drive. Now, I cannot, again, unless I'm fixing your computer with crack and a hammer or a stick, I am not going to break your hard drive while replacing your keyboard. That happened because you are unlucky and you received a defective machine. Has nothing to do with me and may very well often have nothing to do with you. But I want to fix the least amount of problems because, again, now I'm going to be using more parts to fix the same machine. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm not going to perform the way the metric says I have to perform. So what am I going to do to perform better? I am going to say, okay, the keyboard, we can replace that. But it working slow? Like, this is an i7. To play World of Warcraft, you need an i9 processor, or at least an i11. I'm going to come up with some ridiculous horseshit to keep you from realizing that you need this other part replaced. Because if I replace it for you, it goes against my performance metric. It will be counted against me. And I don't want it to be counted against me, because if it is, enough of these things get counted against me, I lose my status as an authorized service facility. So, you come in for a keyboard replacement? Okay, I'll replace your keyboard. But then, oh, the screen is flickering? What do you mean the screen is flickering? What do you have, epilepsy? I've seen you blink at least 4 times in the past minute. If you stop blinking, I'm sure you'll realize that this is not flickering. I know that this is exaggerated, but people will come up with ridiculous horseshit to not cover things under warranty when these metrics are put in place. And I want you to realize that these metrics are put in place to protect the manufacturer. They are not put in place to protect you. The certified service facility is not necessarily going to do a better job for you. The certified service facility will do a better job for the manufacturer. Now, the third metric, which is not even a metric, it's often a qualification to even provide warranty or authorized service of any kind, is gross sales. One of the averages is something like $60,000 a month, or something like $250,000 a year, or $100,000 in the last quarter. The point is, I need to sell a certain amount of this company's product in order to actually service them. So, let's say I am an authorized repair center of Apple products. I need to resell this many of their computers just to remain an authorized repair center. So, who do you think is going to be more motivated to fix a difficult problem? Somebody whose sole business is the repair of this product line, or somebody whose business in repair depends on reselling 3 of these machines per day? Who is more likely to recommend that you get a new machine when you don't need a new machine? The authorized person who needs to sell $3,000 to $6,000 a day of this shit just to get by? Or the independent repair shop owner who needs to fix things to get by, who, if I sell this machine I make some money, if I don't, who cares? Guess who? The independent repair shop owner. When you go to an independent repair shop, that is exactly what you get. You get independent from corporate bureaucracy. You get independence from bean counters telling the repair shop owners how they are to fix your product and how they will be penalized if they actually do the work necessary to repair your product properly, even when that product was delivered defective from the manufacturer. Now, I want you to think about what the different motivations are for the different business models. I want you to think about whether I'm going to be inclined to recommend you buy a new computer when your current one is just fine, or whether you fix your computer when it's just fine. Is that going to be the facility that can sell computers as they please, or is that going to be the facility that has to sell $250,000 a year of computers? Think about it. I want you to think about who is going to do a stand-up job when you have multiple problems on a machine. Is it going to be somebody who says, oh, well, if I put more parts into this computer, I get in trouble? Or is it going to be a place that only cares about your satisfaction above all else? I want you to think about the motivations, the metrics that are put in place, the qualifications just to be in business as an authorized facility before you come up with a decision as to who is telling the truth. Very, very often I hear people say, you shouldn't fix this, you should buy a new one. You shouldn't fix this, you should buy a new one. You have a problem with this, that, and the other, and you should buy a new one. When the problem is a wire. When the problem is a 470 ohm resistor. When the problem is a screen that costs $37. And I am sick and tired of hearing it. And above all, I am sick and tired of the myth that an authorized facility, that a certified facility, is guaranteed to do a better job because they know more, because they have access to the right tools, and they have access to the manuals, and they know this, that, and the other. That has almost nothing to do with the job that is going to be done on your device. And I want you to think about that before you cart your way over to an authorized service facility.